All right, let's talk about Michael Knowles. Speaking on the whole Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith thing. Will Smith a simp. That's when your heroes become like losers. It's crazy. That's why you shouldn't idolize these people in Hollywood, fam. Whole lot of nastiness going on there. But let's check out what Michael Knowles has to say. He's probably about to rip them to shreds. let's see what he got to say.
We've got to do our weekly, probably every 3 days segment on Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't know why. I'm really into their. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I know I'm not a big pop culture guy. I can't tell you the last time I saw a Will Smith movie. I certainly have. I don't think I've ever seen a Jada Smith movie or TV show. I think she's an actress, but their family dynamic.
Hey, you never seen Set It Off? You never seen A Different World? I'm gonna start naming stuff from like forever ago. I can't name nothing recent. You never seen Low Down Dirty Shame? Jason's Lyric. All of that was what, like within a 2-year time period. That's crazy. She was on fire in 94. I don't know if that was an accurate date. She was on fire like in the 90s at like a good 2 to 3 year time period. She was bubbling. She was bubbling within the hood movie genre. And it was Lover in the Streets. If you bootlegged the VHS tape, you loved Jada Pinkett Smith. Tales from the Crypt. That was the only other movie I remember she was in. Demon Knight. Damn. Why did I remember that? I remembered that. That was crazy. I don't remember nothing else she was in. But she used to be in a lot of stuff. Now she's Will Smith's wife.
Is illustrative.
Will Smith's partner.
Of so much of the breakdown of the American family. And so you remember she came out and said she was cheating on her husband on that show, and he had to sit there like a poor cuckold and just bury his anger inside him. And then they went to the Oscars together, and he got up on stage and smacked Chris Rock in the face for some reason.
Speaking of Low Down Dirty Shame and Slap, one of my favorite scenes from that damn movie, I always quote that. When he came in and he slapped him, he was like, Bernard. That's one of the funniest. When Bernard slapped Wayman, why do I remember the character's name? I've watched that movie Low Down Dirty Shame like 1,000 times. That's one of my favorite movies. I mean, Wayman was in the gym. Shame told that bullcrap lie. I think Bernard was like, Bernard. Yo, Bernard was not playing, bro. Y'all gotta watch that movie, man. That's a funny movie, man. Underrated. Underrated. I love that movie. I was just thinking that maybe you should come. Yo, it was terrifying.
And then they announced recently that they've been separated for years, since 2016. Now Jada Smith can't keep her mouth shut. She's promoting a memoir, of course. She goes on the Today Show. She says that she and her husband are trying to reconcile.
If you find another great love, or if Will finds another great love.
There's no finding another great love. And I think that's the point. It's like we are in a place now that we are in.
Yeah, so the slap was funny. The slap from Will Smith, I guess, look at it in perspective. Yeah, it was hilarious. I think what he said after the fact, but you know, in context that Jada is not even claiming him as a husband, him saying, keep my wife's name out your mouth, was extra pointless. And you are extra simp, and you are a sucker. You know what Will Smith is? Will Smith is the guy that the woman doesn't date, but then whenever she break up with her boyfriend, she'll run to him and be like, oh, you should go beat up my boyfriend because he made me sad. And then you go over there and do it like a sucker. What she do for you? Nothing. Nothing. Embarrass you, use you, do you dirty. But guess what? He's not a victim. Will Smith's not a victim. He's a simp.
In a deep healing space. And we are really concentrating on healing the relationship between us.
So it may not be the divorce on paper anymore?
There's no divorce on paper.
I mean, not on paper. There might not be a divorce in theory anymore?
Yeah, no. We really have been working hard.
Nasty.
See?
Okay. Well, I didn't know that we might.
I was trying to think.
Wait.
totally missed that on the whole. That's the whole thing.
So wait, just so I'm 100% clear, you were divorced, not on paper, but now we might be a point where we're back together.
We are working very hard at bringing our relation. Yes,
I'm calling it now. This is marketing, bro. Every time they got a product to sell, they come out and talk about their marriage. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are no different than the Kardashians. I say, I wish I had a bomb sound effect like Funk Master Flex. Do we have something of that nature that we could drop? No. Nothing. Okay. How about there you go. I seen it. You're not slick, Will. Yeah, I know marketing when I see it, bro. I know marketing when I see it, pimp. You 100% out here in that bull crap.
our relationship together.
Back to a marriage again.
Back to a life partnership. Yes.
Okay. I think this is a good thing.
Jada's sitting over there looking like Cisco. Knowing she wrong. Out here looking like a half-lit light bulb. Out here looking like her nickname was Cue Ball. Out here looking like a Q-tip. Out here looking like a evil supervillain. And dresses in all white. Out here looking like a James Bond. Out here looking like a piece of chalk. Out here Yo. Yeah, I can't. Yo, she looked like a piece of chalk, bro. That's facts. You can't even lie to me. I know what a piece of chalk look like. Know what a piece of chalk look like. You ain't fooling me, pimp.
Okay. I think this is a good thing. I think. There are a lot of people who...
You said Will Kardashian or Will West? Both. I was just thinking about how that seems like a new grift. This is a grift. They're not fooling me no more. I'm not concerned. First, I used to feel bad for Will. Then I was like, okay, you a sucker. Now I'm like, this is a marketing scheme, and you're also a sucker. Both.
When Jada Smith said, I cheated on my husband, or when he went up and smacked Chris Rock, or any of the other just terrible things that have happened in their marriage, who said, man, he's got to leave her because she seems crazy. And she does seem crazy. But
crazy.
I don't think that they should get divorced. I might be the one man in America. I'm one of three people in America.
Deserve each other?
It's me, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett Smith, who don't think that Will and Jada should get divorced. I oppose divorce in...
So you're the only man in America. Because we ain't going to count Will. We ain't going to count Will, bro.
In all circumstances.
I
don't think it's even really a possibility, because I think what God has joined, no man really ultimately can separate. So if they're going to say, hey, we've got this horrible marriage. It's a horrible, it's really hard, but we are going to try to keep it together. We're going to try to work on it and bring it back together. I think that's a good thing. Now, she's using all this weird new age, liberal, hippie language. We're working on mending a life partnership, and we're doing the work of the...
I'm not mad at partnership, though. I don't believe in having the government attached to what I'm doing as far as like relationships. So I'm never going to have paperwork. As far as I'm concerned, I'm never going to be on paper having any kind of marriage or nothing. But as far as a partner, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, right? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's pretty much like a marriage without the paperwork. I don't want the government in my stuff, bro. That's the way I am. It's bad enough they tax me to oblivion. I don't want the government in my stuff too as well.
The healing, and that's not going to help them.
Oh, man.
All that new agey hippie BS is never going to help them. It's never helped anybody ever in history. The kind of language that's going to help them is going to be the old sturdy language of marriage, which is an old sturdy institution that was not constructed by human beings. It exists from the very beginning of human beings, because human beings are the political and social creature and a coupling creature.
Okay.
We are meant one for the other.
If you're talking biblical, I'm with you on that. You ain't going to no courthouse. That was in front of God. There was no paperwork. As far as I'm concerned.
We are complementary, men and women. Okay. And the marriage is a symbol of the relationship between Christ and his church. When Christ is speaking about divorce and he's hearing from all the scribes and the Pharisees and all these legalists, and they're saying, no, you can have a divorce, right? And he says, no. Moses gave you a license to divorce because of the hardness of your hearts. But from the beginning, it was not so. From the beginning. Jada Smith and Will Smith, for all of their faults and all of their errors of thinking, they've got this point more correct than the modern culture. Right now, go to balanceofnature.com.
Yo, fam, he on point. He was cooking. He was cooking. Hey, I'm not mad at it, but tell me what you think down in the comment section. I think Will and Jada are just fools. I think they're using marketing strategy just to push themselves. They get us to start talking about them whenever they have something to sell. That's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button too as well.